Many of you have asked me to do a video on long distance relationship. And in this video, I'm going to focus on long distance relationships and particularly the dangers of long distance relationships and why I do not advocate or nor would I ever do a long distance relationship. So if you're a woman and you are in a long distance relationship, make sure you pay attention to the video in its entirety. Hopefully what I'm saying is not the case for your relationship. And if it is, maybe this was something that you want to like examine. One of the reasons I would never do a long distance relationship, and I'm kind of against it, especially for women, and it's dangerous, is you really don't know the person. So again, every situation is different. Context matters. If in this case, if you meet someone and you don't really know them, so you met them on vacation or while you were at a conference, you spent a brief period of time with someone, or you meet someone online, you don't know the person. If you've never met the person, that's even more dangerous. Someone can act a certain way and be perceived a certain way based on the mask that they're wearing and be completely different. So this is where the idea of catfishing comes in. You don't know who you're speaking to on the other side of the screen. And it's very dangerous for women to partake in these types of relationships, especially because as women, we function more from what we hear. And when our feelings are evoked, we're in our feminine energy. Even if it's dormant, it's still there, right? As women, we fall in love with what we hear. And that's why, pickup artists, they thrive off that. They thrive off of, playing with women's emotion through their word. And it's very dangerous as women because we get attached to that. And we can move into this like la la land or fairy tale land based on what a guy is saying to us. And really, could be like another woman or just like a weirdo on the other side. And we wouldn't even know because we've never met this person. So we're like hanging on to someone's words. If you want a relationship where there is a masculine partner and like a feminine partner, so you're in your feminine, you can't be with someone that's even going to be into long distance relationships because men that are in their masculine energy are not going to like long distance relationships. In fact, I asked my husband this morning about this as I was like preparing for this topic. And I said, babe, would you ever do a long distance relationship? And he said he did when he was younger, like in college, and he hated it. And the reason for that is because you can't see the person. You can't see the person. And actually, he said you can't have sex. That was like one of the first things he said. And that's right. That's true. He's a man. He's a masculine man. He's going to want to be intimate with his person. He's going to want physical touch and he's going to want to see the person. Men that are in their masculine energy do not want to spend time texting on video calls and FaceTiming. They don't want a relationship like that. And a man that is very yappy and very chatty, especially men that don't really have options with women, they may opt for this option because they're not action oriented. And so the moment that you have to like see them or you need to book a plane ticket or anything like that, you might even find that you're the one taking initiative to do that. He's not doing that. And you'll know this because men that are in their masculine energy are just not even going to entertain a relationship with someone that is long distance. Now, this situation, again, there's like caveats to every video, right? Like a video is not going to be able to give you all the information. So if you want information on your specific situation, you can write to me or you can book a call with me and we can get into that. If you meet a man like at a business conference or something like that, or on vacation, and the man is very attracted to you, and like there's a little bit of a spark, and I don't mean it shouldn't be butterflies. It'll never be like that when it's healthy. But let's just say there's like some sort of attraction on the man's part. And the attraction is there, not just physically, but really he feels your feminine essence. And it's long distance. Let's say this is the case and you exchange numbers and there's a little bit of like long distance there. Like how to protect yourself is you want to make sure that you are not speaking to him for a long amount of time before you see him and before he sets up like a meeting to meet with you. Because again, you can't sustain something just on an initial spark with someone or initial attraction, especially if you want to be with a man that's in his masculine energy and if he's a leader. You're only going to be able to see that if he's seeing you. And if a man is very, very much interested in you, he's going to limit communication with you via phone and text, and he's going to make sure that he's making a plan to see you. Some men might say, or some people might say, well, why would a man just come see you if he doesn't get to know you? Like, you obviously need to talk to get to know each other. Well, a man is going to know that ideally, once a woman has checked off like certain boxes, so he's attracted to her, let's say most men want a woman that's like ambitious, educated, like has good values and take care of her body. Like that's what most men want. When he knows that a woman checks those boxes off and it's not very difficult to sense that in a woman, the next step is he's going to make sure that his feeling about her is accurate. And the only way that he's going to know this is by seeing her in person. So he's really going to make the move to see this person in person. And this is why it's like very dangerous to be talking to a man for an extended period of time without any sort of like action on his part to meet you. Now, if you as the woman are going towards the man, please don't do this, because this is not a man that's genuinely, truly interested in you. This is a man that wants everything to be handed to him on a silver platter, thinks you're attractive, knows how much you're interested in him because you're willing to go fly over to see him. And it's just in the relationship out of convenience. Like if you're going to go and you're going to buy a ticket to go see him, you're the one that's going to make effort to go see him, and you're a decently attractive woman and he wants to have sex with you, why would he say no? He's not going to say no. It's your job as a woman to take care of yourself and to protect yourself and to not put yourself out there before he's like giving you an opportunity to like prove himself to you. And that can only, again, happen over a period of time. The other thing is that you can't really generally know if a man is in his masculine energy until you meet with them in person. You can really only sense someone's aura when you're in their presence, because when you're speaking to someone just like via text messaging or online or on the phone, it's very easy to present yourself in a way that is not actually how you are. If you're a feminine woman, you will know right away when a man is masculine. You'll feel it because you're in touch with your emotions and you're in touch with your body. If you're more disconnected as a woman, you're more in your masculine energy and you're disconnected with your own emotions, you're not going to really feel or sense when a man is in his masculine. So you might even think that men that are very dominant or toxic or pushy are masculine, and they're not. This is why it's very important to make sure you do your own level of inner work so that you can come into balance of yourself, so that you can sense in your own body if a man is masculine in his energy. So again, men are never going to want to be in a long distance relationship with a woman and not like close that gap in. Because again, a man wants to be with you. He wants to touch you. He wants to feel you. He wants to have sex with you. So healthy men are generally not going to do this. If you are attracted to men that are long distance or married, again, my inner work course is going to help you with looking at your own patterns. What could generally be going on here is there's this emotional unavailability within you. And then that's the reason that you go and you seek partners that are safe, meaning this guy that's long distance or he's married, he's never going to be able to hurt you because he's not there. So our body is like seeking unavailable partners. And once you feel intimate with yourself, when you do a level of healing work within yourself, become aware of like what is going on within you, and you start to shift this, you'll start to attract men that are present and available for you. But we need to first be present and available for ourselves in order to attract a man that is like present and available for us, because we've had a history of not getting the type of love that we want and we don't even know how to give that to ourselves. Then naturally we're going to attract partners that seem unavailable, because the body gets scared with healthy love. The body gets scared with a man that's safe, or we might even perceive that as boring. So our body is like seeking confirmation on the outside world of men that are not really there for us, and men that are not emotionally there for us, because a man that's long distance is not going to emotionally be able to be there for you. But our body is going to feel safe with that, and it's actually going to feel exciting, and it's going to give us like some sort of adrenaline to be chasing men that are not there. And this is kind of where this stems from, because the healthier you are within yourself, the more unattractive you're going to be with men that are not present. You're going to really deeply desire to be in a relationship where there's someone that is able to give you presence, because you've learned to give that to yourself, and you're not going to want to do long distance no matter how attractive the man is. And this is just something that I can say for my own experience. And even for myself, I've never done a long distance relationship, and I would never do a long distance relationship, because healthy relationships are built on like day-to-day interaction and build up over time in person. You don't know someone until you're with that person, like really with that person in a relationship. If you watch 90 Day Fiance, you guys know that I love that show. a lot of these relationships don't end up working out. And the reason for that is like they have this relationship that exists on the phone or long distance, right? And so they see each other here and there, but then they can't make it work when they're together. And the reason for that is because they're too different and their values and all that don't align. And again, usually both partners are unhealthy. Now, again, there's always caveats to this. I know that there is this one couple, they're an Israeli couple, and I love them and like they've made it work. But they moved. The man was very masculine and he moved right away and she would see him. And so it was a little bit different. Every situation is different. I'm just talking about like the majority. So it doesn't mean that you can't like meet someone in this way and you just happen to like be living across the world from each other and it can't work. The key thing for a woman to be aware of is that this guy is going to do whatever he can to see you. There's going to be plans made to see you. It's not just going to be this like texting relationship or anything like that. You're not going to have this like sense or feeling within you of like, is he going to book a trip to see me? When is he going to see me? Like that's not going to come up for you because you're going to feel that he's going to want to be with you and be around you. And he's going to want to solidify plans for you and your future. Okay, my loves, I hope you found this video helpful and let me know what your thoughts are and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.